Hey everyone, have I here bring another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We're on global and we're asking the question, have you seen this person? So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So who are we talking about here? Well, we're talking about Physical LR Janemba. And the reason why we're discussing this, and a lot of people don't know what's going on, is because this has been really delayed. Global, what is going on here? This unit here was released back in July 20th, 2021 on JP, and this was the part 2 celebration to LR Tech Angel Goku and Vegeta that of course transforms into Super Gogeta, and it made sense, right? Gogeta, Janemba, they go hand in hand. It's a great celebration on JP, but Global was kind of shortchanged, right? November 4th, 2021 was when Tech Super Gogeta did drop on the global version of the game. We're like, okay, great, we'll get a part 2, but because of the Super Dragon Ball Heroes celebration, the dual celebration there, Janemba ended up getting bumped. We're like, okay, great. So we're not going to get Janemba in part 2, but he'll probably come out maybe right before the Tanabata banner or the Thank You Celebration banner. Maybe right before it drops during Christmas. Like, okay, that can happen there. Well, that didn't happen. We ended up actually getting more in the lines of Universe Survival Saga like we've normally done. I kind of pointed out a pattern going there when it comes to December, generally speaking, as Universal Survival Saga. So, nope, no Janemba there. So we're like, okay, great. Janemba is going to be treated like Jiren of last year. So in Jiren of last year, that unit ended up getting pushed till the beginning of January, but the beginning of January in 2022 for global here now, we ended up getting Super Vegeta, which Super Vegeta I would say was more hype than, in my opinion, than Janemba here. So I was like, okay, great, we're gonna get Super Vegeta, which we ended up getting. Let's look at the news. So he should be part 2 because Super Vegeta did not have a LR Celebration part 2 on the JP version of the game, and it makes all the sense in the world. Then Janemba would drop during this time here. But surprise, surprise, we actually did not end up getting anything on the news. We actually ended up getting news that we're getting the double rates banner for Margarita and Kawhi, which, okay, correct that this was kind of when it was going to drop anyway. We can expected this. And then I was like, wait a minute, are they going to do what they ended up doing during Christmas and giving us a double rates banner with a brand new LR? Because they did that with Hit and Godku. Yeah, the LR strength Hit and Godku unit, and I thought that was great. I thought that was great value there. And I was like, okay, we're then gonna see Janemba pop up in the data download in the news and say, great, we're gonna get Janemba in the Margarita Kawhi double rates banner. Hooray, hooray, everyone's a winner. But the data download has happened, and we're not getting any indication that Janemba is going to be there as well. So I guess the only thought is, you know, this, as the celebration continues, it's going to be a separate celebration, and we're going to get Janemba toward the end of January, I would say, I guess. But I'm guessing we're going to get another Dokkan Festival exclusive celebration right toward the end of January. And we're also going to get version Z. We're going to get version Z in the 15th or so, right? 15th, 16th or something like that. So that's going to happen. So where is this person? I have no idea or indication, and because this would have been the perfect spot for Janemba to drop here. And yes, it is not like official, like we might see like the day the banner drops, magically Janemba drops, but I don't see that happening, right? That'd be incredible, getting a double rates with our Janemba, but it seems like they're just continuing to push this unit off and off and off. I don't know when they're gonna create the celebration here. So when you actually look at this unit and why people are so hyped about it, number one, it's the card art. I know I don't have it animated here, but if you guys get a chance to see the animated LR card art, it's incredible, right? It's probably one of the best LR looks and the animated looks in the game. It's great. This unit here is also an extreme physical unit, and if you've looked at your box, if you've collected a lot of units over these past 6+ years with the Dokkan, Extreme Physical is not looking very strong. So it needs help, and Janemba does bring that here. And I'm going to go over his kit and the stats there in just 1 second. There's really only one huge weakness to this unit, and that's the categories. We'll talk about that in a second as well. But everything else is really strong. Strong defensive unit here. Does, decent amount of damage. Not incredibly strong on that end, but, being a Janemba, you expect the defense. And he's just solid that way. So let's kind of go ahead and go into his stats real quick and just do a quick breakdown as we continue to scratch our heads and say, okay, when is Janemba going to actually happen here? You got Corroded Body and Mind and Movie Bosses as the leader skill, which is a Ki +4 HP and attack defense 150% across the board. And this has been the current meta for the non-Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs. It's been a dual category 150% leads. Basically, this is the next level to after the 130% LRs here. And we've had, what, 3 or 4? No, yeah, about 3 of these beforehand. And I think it's hugely beneficial for Corroded Body of Mind and Movie Bosses. Movie Bosses, you have, what, Broly, the Int Broly, which is really, really good at 170. But then you have that physical full power Broly at 170, but that unit's so old, right? So it just gives you a little bit of a diversification, but also gives you a great extreme physical unit to be putting on those teams as well. So super attack and the 18 and 12 key, really not that overly that great, but it's just causes the 12 key causes colossal damage to enemy and lowers defense, which is a 40% debuff for 3 turns. And then you have the 18 key causes mega colossal damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense, which is 50% for 3 turns there. So we'll love to see like more of, attack or maybe like sealing or something like that. So attack debuffing is always more useful than lowering defense. But anyway, the passive skill is where it's at. They did a good job here because it's attack and defense 120% on LR stats, which is solid. And then, of course, this mechanic here guards all attacks as the first or second turn. Now, they could have just easily made it guards against all attacks. They could have just did that versus, you don't want to put this unit on the 3rd spot. First and second spot's the best place to put them. Really, the second spot's the best place to put Janemba here because you get an additional +2 to Ki, which is up to 6 Ki there, and then attack and defense 22% with each attack performed as the second or third attacker in the turn. So that is a huge advantage there. So put Janemba in the second slot there, let him boost up, and he's rocking and rolling. Then also you do have a high chance, 50% chance of nullifying any enemy's Ki Blast super attack. And Ki Blast, I would say, is a lot of super attacks that are out there. So very beneficial, but just once again having the guards against all attacks is hugely strong. So yeah, that passive skill is really good. And then you have this active skill here, which I love. That's a rage mechanic active skill because you get to choose when you rage out, because I hate it, right? When you go great ape mode and giant form, it's like, oh man, it's like I don't want this to happen. I have all these orbs. Maybe I can heal up, better here. In this case scenario, this active skill, you get to activate it, and basically you rage out. And it can be activated when HP is 66% or more. But the biggest issue is starting from the 6th turn, right? So this is definitely for longer events. Generally, you're not going to see this too often on Super Battle Road, but longer events, you can just have that available. So when you're doing like no item runs for legendary Goku or Vegeta events, this is going to be very useful. So strong there, and you gotta love the look of the rage mode. And I wish they provided this as the card art here. There's the card art right here. And once again, I don't have the animated version for the LR normal card art, and that's incredible. But just the standalone look at the rage mode is absolutely fire right there, right? So going back to the card here, the link skills, solid link skills as Janemba is: Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Metamorphosis, Brutal Beatdown, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. The categories, when this unit actually released, they only released it with 4 categories, and I'll keep on saying it in all my videos. When you're releasing a brand new unit that you want to summon for in this day of age, right? We're in 2022 now, 6 years into the game, going to be 7 years into the game on JP. We have over 80 categories on this game now. And you're telling me that this is only going to fit in 4 categories. Now it's going to fit in 5 because of accelerated battle, but 5 categories out of 80, right? That's a problem. I said minimum of 6, but now with 80, it's like should be minimum of 8 when you bring out units, because you want to use them on different teams in different combinations. And when you really suppress them to this low of amount, that's why this unit should be like mega hyped. And the reason why it's not is probably because of categories you're not going to use this unit too often, unfortunately. So you are going to be using it on these teams, but you know, it could be on 12 or 13 teams, just like, you know, new units that we're seeing on JP now, right? So but it's on Big Bet. It's on Movie Bosses, Transformation Boost, Exploding Rage, Karate Body of Mine, and then Accelerated Battle. So those are the 5 now that you can use. Now the stats are strong, of course. Being a physical, it's going to be high HP, 23,000. Attack is right under 20. You have defense was 14.7, which is really, really strong there. So, so yeah, I think this unit has a great kit. Just doesn't have too many categories here. People are hyped for it. The animations are great. The card art is great. Everybody's looking for this unit, saying, "Hey, I'd like to summon for physical Janemba." It's extreme physical. We talked about the dire need for extreme physical units. But I don't know. Your guess is as best as mine at this point in time. And you guys can guess in the comment section below, when are we going to get this Janemba here? Let me know. So if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video here discussing where in the world is LR Janemba. So with that, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.